Hey, what's up, buddy? There we go. All right. Um, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. This is case five. Um, Jay Brooks is on case nine right now, so I think we got four cases left of the 11. That's what it looks like. Okay. All right. I'm ready. I'm, I'm ready. Pick up the camera here. Cases are always a little dusty. Always a little dusty. All right, my friends. What's up, Nick? What's up, Jonathan? Bob Gibson. You're Motorboat, right? Isn't that your username? Motorboat? All right, here we go. Started off with one of your box toppers, and it's one I haven't pulled yet. I don't know about JB, though. I mean, he might have. No, I didn't. Let me go see that. No, he didn't tell me about that. Yo, JB! What did you hit? Let me see it. Dang, that is a cool car, dude. What the heck? who has the box toppers. I'm sorry, guys. Jay Brooks just hit this crazy card. Now I got to see who's got it. A Mickey 79. He paid $150 for all of them. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is amazing. Yeah, motorboat. I knew that. That is such a cool pool. Holy cow. And you know the funny thing is Jay Brooks, he didn't even he wouldn't even know. You know, he's like George Brett who. Holy cow, that's a monster. I'm shocked they used that card. And then I'm shocked it's just loose, you know, just loose on top. They didn't put it in anything. Yeah, he did. He did mag it. That's crazy. Duran? Yeah, right? I believe it. I believe it. People would have been like, what? And he'd have been like, what do you mean? Oh man. That is super cool. Now I want to hit Yount. You know what I mean? I want to hit the Yount. Like, come on, man. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that is pretty good. CJ Abrams looks like no Sig. Yeah, it looks like it just says signature, but yeah. Okay. All right. Cool card. Cool card on the CJ Abrams. We've hit a couple of his image variations already too. So this spot's doing pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, if that's your spot, I'd be pretty happy with it. Michael Conforto. Luis Severino. That's such a cool card. Really? Only 15? That's cool. We might do it. We might pull it off. We need more of those cases with 8 of them. I mean, look, the original box topper guy, He don't need nothing else. He's straight. Ellie and Evan Carter. All right, those are some big ones. So let's hit those two for you. And then we got to hit you an auto. It's gonna be tough to hit an auto in 11 cases, but I mean not impossible. Nolan Arenado. I mean, I feel like we owe you after the other guy got that got that George Brett. Josh Young, Cabert. Man, I'm just stunned at that card. Boot cap was a banger. All right. Got a Freddie Freeman short print. All right, we got a relic. Kyle Tucker. Yeah, man, that is awesome. Patino, Luis Patino. Short print. He was a Ray. Manny Machado. And last pack, box 1. Case 5. Acuna. And Patrick Sandoval. All right, nothing crazy in that box. We had that missing signature card and 2 white borders. That's it. Got Tony Perez. Tony Perez, Big Red Machine. You do have a lot of Bautista relics. Ryan McMahon, short print. Shohei. Oh, that's cool. Did he charge extra or just same price? Polar Bear. Polar Bear relic. Yeah, they're a nice deep purple. I like them too. Jonathan India, short print. Oh, yeah? Was it like a white bordered or something? Yogi Berra. I just threw Yogi Berra across the room. Rooker. Yeah, that makes sense. Gabriel Moreno. Oh, yeah? All right. Acuna short print. I actually hit a relic, huh? That's good. Well, seeing as he won the game the other day, fair's fair. Emmanuel Valdez and Brad Hand, white border. Pablo Lopez, short print. Gavin Lux. Freddie Peralta, short print. Shohei. Alejandro Kirk. Connor Joe. Christian Yelich. All right, so after the George Brett, what would be the next best buyback? Would it be the Robin Yount? I feel like it'd be Robin Yount. But you got a couple other cards, right? You got the Fred Lynn. But did Fred Lynn have a rookie in 74? No, it was 75, right? Yeah. What else? Dwight Evans. You got Mike Schmidt. That's be his third-year card. Of course, you know Pete Rose, Reggie Jackson, Nolan Ryan, all those guys. Yeah, I agree. You know, there's a bunch of good ones. Like, there's a bunch of good cards. So this has been a quiet case. Just very, very quiet. Nothing. We haven't really hit anything to talk about yet. We're still talking about stuff other people hit. All right. Let's kick it into gear here. Let's see what we can get. This is box 3. Hey, you know what's funny? I've already hit him. $75 of his buybacks. The ones on the top, you mean? Or the ones that they inserted in the buybacks that they inserted into the pack. Now that's nice. Colton Cowser, silver refractor rookie. That's a nice card. All right, so that's a good one. Quayar? Yeah, that makes sense. I knew I was butchering it earlier. Jameson Tyan? Yeah, the buybacks. There's a spot for buybacks. They're pretty rare, but it'd be a cool spot. Pasquatch. White border Pasquatch. Gabriel Arias. Acuna. Got black border Tony Gonsolin. Martin Maldonado, short print. Which one? Oh, the Pasquatch? That's good. That's good. All right, I'm pretty sure this is the image variation. Yep, image variation for Tyler Soderstrom. It's a cool looking card. We're picking up a little bit in this one. We're doing the opposite, although we are doing better lately. It's starting to pick up. Cole Calhoun. Just beat the Angels. Another Herzog. Ronald Acuna. No. Mike Trout relic. Very nice. That's a nice looking card, Mike Trout relic. Another relic, but at least it's Mike Trout, right? We got a Volpe refractor. Aaron Savali short print. Yeah, this box has a lot going on in this one here. Even with just another relic, it's still got a lot happening. Nice. Dansby. Cole Reagans. This spot went for a lot, I feel like. It went for 25 and then 120. Like the person that got Cole Reagans wanted Cole Reagans. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds like a PC buy if I've ever seen one. Which I get. You know, I've definitely done it. You want the spot, you just go get it. Not even the Chiefs were playing. All right, Manny Machado, Charlie Morton. Yeah, I mean, no offense. I just thought it was high. didn't mean to disparage Paul Reagan's any. Forest Wall. And I don't know what comes with the card either. I mean, he might have had a bunch of cool stuff too, as far as I know. Candelario. All right. That was a good box. Definitely a good box. Johnny Bench. I've already hit Johnny Bench, I think. Pretty sure. But still, Johnny Bench. Yeah, he'll be all right. Tommy Henry short print. Jake Berger. Giancarlo Stanton, short print. Nick Gonzalez. No signature on the Nick Gonzalez rookie. That's a cool card. Take it. That's our second no signature. And another relic in the Tristan Cassis. Yeah, how much did it go for? Pitfall 2 is good. Good game, rare cartridge. You know, in Germany they use PAL, the PAL. But there's converters, so... Crazy Climber. Yeah, I don't know that game. What's that one sell for? Yeah, I don't remember playing Pitfall 2. but I remember collecting the cartridge. I think at one time I even had the box with one of the setups I sold. Mike Trout short print. One second. Yo! Pretty good, actually. Did you see what Jay Brooks just pulled? That is an original Georgia Brett rookie that they stamped. Yeah. And then just had it sitting on top of the box. Just no protection or anything. Just sitting there, just floating around on top of the box. It's crazy. No! No, it's a box topper. No, not numbered, but it does have their stamp, the 50th buyback stamp. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Okay. All right, we'll do. All right, bye. Sorry about that. That's the guy that sold us 109 of the 111 cases that we just did. So figure out better answer the phone. Yeah, 7800. The cool thing about the 7800 is it played the 2600 games, you know? It was backwards compatible. When they made the 5200, they made it where you couldn't use your 2600 games. And the thing about it is 2600 has more games than any other system. I mean, even more than the original NES. Like, it has that many games, you know? And then to put out a system where you couldn't play those games, it was such a slap in the face. And, you know, people didn't like it, so they didn't buy the 5200. That and the controller was prone to break, like, easily and quickly. So when they made the 7800, they made it backwards compatible with all the 2600 games. Nine-prong controller, so your controllers would work, everything. Yeah, it was straight trash. It is the hardest thing to fit. Well, for me, it's the hardest of the simple things to fix, you know, is that. And it's always broken. Like, anytime you buy a 5200 system, the 5200 controllers need to be fixed. The great thing about the 7800 and the 2600 is they use that 9-prong controller, and that's the same thing that the Sega Master System and the Sega Genesis use. So you could actually just pull out a Sega Genesis controller and plug it right into the Atari 2600 or 7800. I mean, you don't use all the buttons. You know, the Genesis has like 6 buttons where the Atari only has 1. But the actual directional is so much better, especially for games like Pitfall where you got to jump at an angle and stuff like that. So whenever I would play one of the old Ataris, I would always just use a Sega Genesis controller. It was a lot more fun that way. And a lot of times if I sold the system, I would sell it with the original controllers or, you know, a knockoff. And I would add in, you know, a Sega controller, because if they were going to play it, that's what you wanted. Yeah, the paddle was for like Pong, and some of the other games played it, but mostly it was just the Pong and the Pong type games that used the paddle. The Nintendo had a paddle too for Arkanoid. So when you bought the Arkanoid, it came with a paddle controller. That was a pretty rare game. Oscar Colas. Yeah, Kaboom. That was like Arkanoid. That was basically Arkanoid. And then you had systems like Intellivision and ColecoVision where they had their controller was like a disc, and it's just where you pushed on the disc. And it also had the keypad similar to the 5200, but they had it before the 5200 because those were 4-bit systems. Sega Genesis was a big deal because it was your first 16-bit system, the Sega Genesis. And they even had a little adapter that would play 32-bit games. And then, of course, your Nintendo 64 was 64-bit, so it was twice as good. But a lot of your Atari games were 4-bit or even 2-bit games. You know, stuff like Kaboom, you know, that was just 2-bit. It's pretty basic. Dean Kramer. Yeah, and baseball too. Your Nintendo NES, that was 8-bit. So did NES end up having more? My information's old. Randy Rosarena. They're still making games for the Atari. Max Scherzer. $2,999. Andrew Benintendi. But the Super Nintendo did the same thing that the 7800 did. It Luis Arise image variation. It wasn't backwards compatible. Of course, no systems were after that. But you could get an adapter. Another Austin Wells. Austin Wells auto. First auto this case. That's a nice card, man. That's an insane card. I thought I was hitting cool ones over here. Hitting like Mike Marshall and stuff like that. Right? Yeah. I can't believe it was just sitting on top of the box. That's nuts. I mean, it's not like it was mint to begin with or anything, but still, that's crazy. Look, I hit you Ron Schuler, so, I mean, I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm not a show off like some people. uh, I don't know, maybe. I'll tell you one thing. Somebody new is running their social media. That much I know. Somebody new's on their social media. Because they're replying to people and liking a bunch of posts, and they haven't done that since Yank's chick was the social media person. That was a long time ago. Like, that was like 3 jobs ago for her, you know. Jordan Montgomery and Matt McClain. Hey, that's good. Speaking of the devil, Bobby Witt, Luis Ariz. Julio. The complete set. That's awesome. Did you keep the spot? You might need to keep the spot to get the complete set. Ronald Acuna. Anthony Volpe. Commodore 64. Shane McClanahan. That's awesome. Well, I'd say you put a huge dent in all those spots. I don't know what they went for, but I feel like you're on your way to solvency already. You know? Like, holy cow. Aaron Savali. Nick Gonzalez, purple rookie. Felix Bautista. Emmett Sheehan, rookie. Yeah, I'm really jealous of that pull. That's an awesome pull. Jordan Adams. I'd definitely make that into a YouTube short. Brian Wu. Yuri Perez. Higashioka. Gunner. Yeah. Well, pretty good chunk. I have no idea what that George Brett's worth, but quite a bit. I think where I would lay my estimate. Quite a bit. No idea. I don't know how that happened. Is it one of the ones you got for having the other spots, maybe? That happened to a bunch of people. They were like, why do I have this spot? One guy, he was like, I didn't bid on this spot, but you accidentally put my bid on it. Or maybe they had the wrong card number, and so it looked like that's who they bid on. And they were like, so I just kept it. And then it ends up being a cool spot. So they're like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm like, all right, there you go. Johan Rojas, and that is an image variation. Johan Rojas. I'm looking. So when I flip, I'm looking for writing above the card number. That's all I'm looking for. Just writing above the card number. And if I see that, then I know it's a special card. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, the black, the white, the black and white, those are really easy to spot. And the chromes are simple. You know, you don't have to worry about a chrome. But throwbacks and missing SIGs and, you know, all that stuff, I can miss it. I can even miss the nicknames. You know, not very often, but it's possible if I'm tired or whatever. But if I flip it, you know, there it is. There's all the information I need. Even these have writing, you know. You don't need that writing because it's a giant white border, but the short prints are flipped, and those are just base cards. I mean, they're rarer, obviously, but they're just, for our break, they're base cards. Freddie Peralta short print, but that's all that's flipped. Nothing else is flipped, so. And the hit spots in here, like you have your normal hit spot, which is right here. Second to last card in all the cases I've opened so far, but, you know, it probably changes depending where you got your cases and whatever. But this spot is also a hit spot. So you got to flip this one too. And so that's what I've been doing. It's just really easy. The only thing that's not going to be denoted is going to be your flip stock. But that's still pretty easy to spot, you know. Even if you don't know what it is, you pretty much know right away something's different about the card. So I had Jay Brooks spend some time with the one I pulled so that he could kind of get familiar with it. But I'm pretty sure he'd know, you know, that there's something different about the card. So it'd just take him a minute. But it doesn't say flip on it. But otherwise, everything says something. You know, action, missing SIG, throwback, color swap. The error will say error. We haven't hit one of those yet, but when we do, it'll say error. I wish instead of flipping the short prints, they flipped all those cards, but it's okay. Not a big deal or anything. But there is our hot box. And we are halfway through. So this is box 7. No, because we top load everything. This is another good card, Rick Ruschel. So anything that's not base gets top loaded. You know? So if you go no base, no problem. We just pull out all your top loaded cards and ship those to you. A lot easier than Series 1 where we had all the foils. And we didn't top load all the foils because there was a bajillion of them, but yeah. And you know what happened? Nobody said anything yet, but so for the second 50, it was taking us a long time. I'm not saying it took us too long. It took us as long as it took us, right? But we weren't slacking off or anything, but it was taking a long time. And so if you said no base in the second 50 and you weren't international, we just shipped your base anyway and just paid your shipping, because going through all the base to find the foils was taking forever, and it was worth it just to pay. So we ended up paying out of pocket for shipping on no base spots. Not all of it, like somebody might have paid $6 and it was $8.74. You know what I mean? So we didn't lose too much. Sometimes though, somebody paid $6 and it cost $14.38 to do it because it was medium. It was there's so many oh, we got a nickname. Hey, that's awesome. There you go. Nickname. But yeah, so we ended up paying to ship those cards. Now the international ones we still went through because there weren't very many of those, and that shipping would have been astronomical. But yeah. yeah, it was a lot, It was a lot. Well, it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's a real pain in the ass either way. There's not an easy way to do that. Either you're spending a bajillion dollars on sleeves and top loaders, or you're. So congrats. Very, very cool. We were just talking about nickname. That's a great card. Stuart Fairchild. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Either way, it's a pain in the ass. But we talked to our Fanatics rep today, and he said he couldn't really help us with Bowman, but he might be able to help us with Series 2. And he told us, he was like, man, sorry, just miscommunication. We'd have been able to sell you Heritage, and instead they sold us 2 Heritage. He was like, how many Heritage did you get direct? He was like, 20? And I was like, no, 2. And we're running 110 case break, 111 case break, and we got 2. He was like, oh man. He was like, we could have done way better. Because if we do 100 case break a Series 2, and I'd really like to, he might be able to get us most of them, if not all of them, So it would really help, because that's going to be a tough break to fill, But if we get it at Fanatics prices, it would be an easy break to fill. Does that make, you know what I mean? Like if we had Fanatics pricing on Heritage, we could have added like 10, 12 extra cases to this exact break at exactly what it ended at. We could have added 12 extra cases. So imagine having 12% more product, and I'd have been happy as hell, because I'd have made, instead of being at a little bit of a $6,000 deficit, I'd have made that money and still been able to add cases, like it would have been a lot better. So, but anyway, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah, exactly. But even so, I mean, even being checklist dependent, if we're direct, like the prices are night and day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to start throwing numbers at anybody because I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but bro. Bro, you know what I mean? Like, it would take a lot of the stress away because it would be so much easier to fill. Raphael Devers, and we would basically just be adding cases to everything. Nah, Fish is cool with it. I mean, he's the one that told me to do this. Fish was like, you just gotta, because he's like, I can't give you the cases I used to give you, and I can't give you the prices I used to give you. So we need to get you hooked up direct with Fanatics. It was actually Fish that pushed us to do it. Out of loyalty, I'd have just, sank with the ship. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, well, when you can't give me cases, then that's just it. But he was like, no, just, let's get you hooked up with Fanatics. So he's not mad. He's not mad. I mean, he'd rather be the one selling them to me, I mean, don't get me wrong, but he's pretty cool about it. Josh Bell relic. So just the one auto so far. There should be at least 2 more in these last 5 boxes. I'd love another red. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. And they asked us again to get on Fanatics Live, to start that process. And, I had always told them no, but I feel like if you're not on Fanatics Live, at least partially on Fanatics Live, that maybe you'll have more trouble, in the future getting product. Like, I feel like they're going to drive product to people on Fanatics Live. So I was like, yeah, Jay Brooks is down. You know what I mean? Like, Jay Brooks is down to get on Fanatics Live. I broke 6 cases of Transcendent, which is the least amount I've broken ever. And I didn't get any from Fanatics, 0. I didn't get any Sterling. I didn't get any Dynasty. They didn't offer us any of that stuff. Larry Milbourne. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Right now, they don't make you buy everything, but I buy everything anyway, and I figure most everybody does because they're afraid if they don't, they won't get offered the next product or they'll get offered less of the next product, So right now, I'm just buying everything. That's why I'm buying soccer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over here buying soccer. Corey Seager relic. Well, if they give us the bad Star Wars release at a Fanatics price, I can probably move it. Like, even if I don't make money, I can probably move it. Ellie De La Cruz. And we're actually moving a lot towards, we're making a move towards comics, so Star Wars would help us, We're making a comic book move, a lateral move into comic books, back into comic books, because I was in it for a while anyway. So, Eli Morgan, that's what our meeting was about today. Hopefully. Got a black border, Joey Wendell. Adolis Garcia short print. But I mean, eventually they're going to have football, they're going to have basketball, and I don't mean this Bowman U stuff. I mean, they're going to have like real football, real basketball. And you know, I want to be in the car when that happens. You know what I mean? I ain't got to be in the driver's seat. I'm fine. I'll take a back seat. You know, put Jay Brooks in the middle though. But I want a window. You know, but it would be that would be a tough break. But I mean, we could probably fill it if we had Fanatics pricing. You know, I mean, that's just the truth. Because a lot of people really like Allen and Ginter. 100 cases would be really cool. I don't know. We've hit some Riley, but I don't think we've hit a parallel. No. Adley. I mean, I think I could fill 100 cases of Allen and Ginter. I really do. I mean, shit, we just filled Heritage. We could definitely fill Allen Ginter at the right price. But yeah, I could do it. I used to do 10 and 20 casers all the time of Ginter. They're a lot of fun. Ginter's a cool product, you know. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff in Ginter. It'd be tough making the list, though. That's the thing. Like, how do you make the list? And then there'd be a lot of spots that there are in this where, you know, you got to find somebody who wants 50 cases of Lamont Wade. No, I take that back. You got to find 2 people that want 50 cases of Lamont Wade, you know? And are there 2 people that want 50 cases of Lamont Wade? It's tough, you know, it's tough. And some of those spots go for like $5, you know? Yeah, it's definitely brutal. We used to do it by team, but then we would have like a bunch of extra spots. Hey, Cole Reagans. You know, we had the non-sports spot, and then we had the sports non-baseball spot. A piece of wood, literal piece of wood. This came out of this pack. Sure. Ty France. Sure, yeah, but I mean, 50 cases worth? You know what I mean? Like, that's the tough part. That's the tough part. You really got to fill the break and not worry about those guys. Like, there's got to be, you know, 20% of the product that it's okay if they don't fill, or if they fill at a price that doesn't really move the needle, you know. $2 to $5 isn't making a difference. But, you know, if you fill the product anyway, it doesn't matter, you know. Lourdes Gurriel. Yeah, right. Riley Adams. I mean, you gotta be able to have enough Riley Adams to, you know, wallpaper a deck. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, it just takes the right person. Michael Lorenzen. Yeah, hey, I'm down. Like, I'm not disparaging anybody. Like, there's people that just like what they like, you know. I think it's cool. I like the idea of having 600 of one guy. I think that's awesome, you know. But there are some guys that are, you know, veterans now that, you know, it's just hard to find somebody that wants them. That many. But I mean, somebody got Cole Reagans. You know, 111 cases of Cole Reagans. At a decent price, too. You know, they paid $25 and then $125. Don Sutton. Yeah, there's art, and there are people that, would buy them in bulk on eBay. You know, there's always somebody that just loves the idea of somebody just loves the idea of 600 Joe Kellys, and I'm down for it. That's what I like. I like it. Manny Machado and Rafaela, those make sense. 600 of this guy makes a lot of sense because he very well could be the future in Boston. But C.J. Abrams, same thing. Even it being his second year card. Acuna, all that makes sense. But some spots are just tough. They're just tough. Yeah, I'm down for it. I like it. We got a Salvi black and white. Look at that. Check out that Salvi. That's a tough pull right there. Salvador Perez, black and white. That's great. I mean, there's people contacting me about the base people didn't want. They're like, what would it take for you to put all their base in a medium flat rate and ship it to me? What would I have to pay? And I was like, shipping. You know what I mean? Just pay shit. I can't sell somebody's cards. That it doesn't feel right. I already sold them. I sold them to them, so I would feel wrong selling them again. But image variation of Rojas. I think that's the second one of those we've hit. Maybe in this case, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like 100 card lots wouldn't be terrible. I mean, they might not go for a lot, but Gunner short print. Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the checklist. Actually, being in the back of the checklist is the same as being, card 200 or 300 or whatever. Like the higher up you are doesn't make it a short print anymore. William Contreras. So you should definitely get, what is it, 50 or 60 in the 11 caser? You should get 50 to 60. I mean, there might be some, like we had with Series 1 where some guys were double printed. I mean, that could happen. I won't know until we get sorting. But that'd be pretty cool. I won't know until we get sorting if that happened again. It could, but I mean, you'd still, you're still looking at, even if that happened, you're still looking at like 50, But as of right now, I would expect, I want to say 66 of every player, except for your short prints, which are these guys that are turned around, cards 1 through 100, and then like 407 or something like that. And those guys, you're not going to get as many of. I think it's like 10, something like that. But they sell for, quite a bit. Like those guys, you're definitely going to be able to sell no matter who it is because they're short prints. There's always somebody looking for the short prints. That's a cool card. White border 1951 MVPs. Campy and Yogi Berra. That's a cool card. Jonah Heim, short print. Yeah, and you've got the white borders and the black borders, and you've got the black and white too. You know, that's all possible. Even if you don't get the flip, you still have those other cards. No, it's definitely not worth it. Bo Bichette. Shohei. I'm still waiting for a Shohei something, and I haven't hit anything yet. Mauricio Dubon, short print. Yeah, I mean, I just want to put it in a box and get rid of it, you know? I don't, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to double sell anything. We had somebody contact us about Series 1, and they were like, hey, you know, I could use that base, no matter who it is, doesn't have to be a rookie, doesn't have to be a star. You know, what would you charge me for it? And I was like, shipping, you know, shipping. I was like, but I wouldn't want to send it in a, you know, like 300 count box or a 500 count box. I would just want to put it in a medium flat rate and charge you medium flat rate shipping. And they're like, yeah, that's perfect. So no idea what they do with it. You know, I don't know if they do like buyback stuff or I don't know. But I was like, I couldn't sell it. You know what I mean? Like, I sold it already in the break, so it'd be wrong. Well, if I did sell it, I'd want to pass it on. And that's too much paperwork. Like, I'd have to figure out, okay, who'd this go to and how much am I selling it for? And then, you know what I mean? Like, that's not worth it. I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, no, never mind. You know, if they were like, yeah, I want to buy it, but, you know, I want it, but, I have to give you a penny a card, say, for an example. I'd say no, because now I got to figure out where that penny goes, because it's not fair to keep it. You know, doesn't that, if that makes sense, like, I wouldn't feel right, you know? And then, like, 2 years down the road, somebody'd be like, yeah, all those cards you guys didn't keep, he resold. You know, I don't want that to ever be said, because that's not what I'm trying to do. So I just wouldn't do it. I'd just be like, no, it's not worth it. He did shows. Corey Seager, he did shows, and he just sold it in lots at shows because it already came bagged. So he would just put a price on it, and he did all those big shows like the East Coast ones, like the East Coast National and stuff like that. And you know all those guys that have like those quarter boxes and 50-cent boxes and stuff like that? He would just put them in those and then just, you know, put a little price on them where it made sense. And then he also had all the parallels and stuff like that. And that's how he just put them in quarter boxes or 50-cent boxes. Because everything was bagged. You know, all he had to do was price it, which basically meant put it in the box that it corresponded for. Yeah, somebody sent me a message and they were like, hey, I really want this player, but that guy didn't want his base. And what I want to say is you got to go to that guy and say, hey, get your base and then buy it from him, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through it and sort it and figure it out, and you know, but I get it. You know, you're like, hey, that guy didn't want his base, so I want it. But if you want that person's base, you got to contact them and say, hey, instead of not getting your base, let me give you the difference and then get your base and then ship it to me, you know, and I'll pay for it. Do that, and I'm down for it, because it leaves me out of it and I don't have to do it. But if you want me to do it, I'm not doing it. You know, I'm not doing it. This break is huge. Like, I can't express to you how huge this break is. It's the biggest break we've ever done as far as number of cards. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So if that makes sense, you know. So I know it's gonna, I know it's gonna make some people mad, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what the heck," But if you like, say the Michael Harris guy didn't keep his cards, right? He just didn't want his base, and you're like, "Man, I really like Michael Harris," and you send me a message, "Hey, that guy didn't keep his cards, ship him to me, put him in my stack, and I'll throw you a couple dollars." I'm gonna tell you no. Because I want you to go to the guy that has Michael Harris and tell him, "Hey, keep your cards and I'll buy them from him." It's not going to take you nothing but a couple extra dollars. You're paying for shipping either way, so you might as well pay for shipping from the other original guy. And then throw him a couple dollars. They're his cards. I don't want them. Does that make sense? And then I don't want to have to deal with it. So I'm dealing with enough, basically, is what it comes down to. Is I've got enough to deal with this break as it is, without doing that on top of it, like adding work. I don't want to double work myself. Because it's crazy. But you can even now, you can send that guy a message and say, "Hey, like, I know you didn't want your base. Let's just post in the thread, 'Hey, I changed my mind. I want my base,' and it'll change your shipping slightly. Not a big deal, a few dollars. And just tell them, 'Hey, I'll pay the difference. I'll pay you to ship them to me,' right? Which is going to be another few dollars, which you would have had to done with me anyway. And then throw them a couple bucks. And then they'll be happy, And it's going to come bagged to them, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be hard. They can reuse our packaging, Like, it's really easy. But when you're doing it one or two players, it's really easy. But yeah, no, probably not. Probably not. Casey Schmidt, internationally, it kind of ruins all that. El Toro logo, 25 names from out of this. Bro, if you send me no 25 name list, I wouldn't open it. I wouldn't open it. I would just reply back. I'd be like, this person no longer accepts personal messages. You can no longer reply to this account. But I mean, in all sincerity, somebody did ask me that already, and I just haven't replied because I'm like, I'm stressed out, and I don't want to reply in a way that comes off rude, unintentionally, because I'm not trying to be rude. I just can't do it. So I just got to find a polite way to say, contact the original guy and buy him from him. And, you can do that. But with me, you just can't. So, because, it makes sense what they're asking. Like, he doesn't want them. So let me get them from you. But I don't want to do it. Not only do I not want to do it, but think about this. Bowman's around the corner. Like, Bowman's less than a month away. Now, as of right now, we don't have the cases. That might change, Like, right now I have 10 cases. I've got 4 hobby, 4 breaker, and 2 jumbo. Like, you can't run a break like that. You know what I mean? Not a real break. So, hopefully that's going to change. I know that Fanatics usually does a second offering. So, we're waiting for that. And hopefully we can get, more that way. Maybe we'll be able to get at least another 10, hopefully. Dennis Eckersley. That's pretty cool looking. Dennis Eckersley. Cleveland Dennis Eckersley. And then my only hope is to get, like another 90 from Fish at Blowout. And as of right now, he says he doesn't have it. So he's trying to get a hold of Topps to see if they'll give him more. But, that means he's going to charge us the second price, which is really high. And then I got to decide if I can still run the break at such a high price. Even though 10 of my cases will be Fanatics priced, it's just not enough to move the needle. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, good. Not from Fanatics, no. I mean, like, we're literally at 4 hobby and 2 jumbo. But we'll see. We're trying. We're trying. And then they also gave me 4 breaker boxes, which, I don't really like breaking those. I mean, I like breaking them. I just don't like, I don't know why I flipped that. It's obviously the white border. I don't like doing them in the big breaks because not everything's in there. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've done paper for Bowman, and I might do that again. I used to just sell the paper all at once, but maybe I don't know. Right now, I don't know anything. All I know right now is I'm doing this, and I've got a phone call this weekend to see if I can get more cases. So hopefully. Junior Caminero. Paul Goldschmidt. So we've got 2 boxes left. We only have 1 auto. So I'm hoping there's an auto in each of these last 2 boxes, which would be pretty cool, to be honest with you. And not unheard of or anything. I mean, you can get 3 autos in a row and then nothing the rest of the case. So hopefully we've got 2 autos coming up. HDA for Bowman instead of jumbos. I don't like doing HDA. The breaker box. I don't like it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I have to look at it. I didn't even know they were doing breaker boxes until they offered me 4 of them. And I was like, oh, hey, breaker boxes. Yeah, that is good. Owen White Chrome. All right, we should be coming up on the hit. Ellie Dela Cruz. Yeah, Breaker Delight. I don't know. It just said breaker boxes, so I don't know if that means HTA, which is just 3 autos, or if it means like the Breaker Delight, which was like refractors, some color, and 2 autos. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't actually seen a breakdown of what they are. I just bought them. You know what I mean? I just was like, okay, deal. Oviedo. All right, last pack. Did we already hit the hit and I just didn't remember it? Like, did we hit, was it Manny Machado? Let me count them up. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, we must have hit the Manny Machado. And I sleeved it up and then forgot about it. So only one auto so far in this case, which is bad. You know, you hate it when you get. So hopefully there's an auto in this last box. Because if not, then this is bad case. You know? I mean, there's been some good cards, but auto-wise, it'll be a bad case. We did have that one case with 4, which would help some. You know, even us out. If we get one more, we would even out at 3, but. This would be my first case with less. Well, it's definitely going to be my first case with less than 3 autos because we only have one. Yeah, let me see what they say. I didn't actually look. A lot of times there's no information. You know, it's just like buy this. We're not telling you what it is. Like no checklist, no sell sheet, nothing. Just like buy it or don't, you know. It says HTA Choice Breaker exclusive. Sell sheet not available. So you know what I mean? Like that's all I know. It's HTA Breaker exclusive. So I don't know. That's all I know about it so far. I haven't seen it on a sell sheet or anything. So okay. We got Steve Minori. Mingori? All right, Steve. We really need an auto in this box, y'all. We need a red ink Jason Dominguez, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Ellie De La Cruz, which we already have an Ellie auto, so I don't want that, but I mean, I'll take it. But that we really need an auto because we only have one. And it was Austin Wells. Austin Wells was the auto. We've already hit an Austin Wells, so it's a double. Hey, we got an auto. Justin Martinez, somebody we haven't hit yet. I'll take it. Whatever, man. 2 autos. It's fine. It's fine. I still have another case. Although I was going to go eat and come back. Because I'm hungry. But it's 9:25 and everything's closed anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter. All right. The autos weren't great. Like as far as who the names were. But I mean, it's a big break. You know? So let me look at that one again. It's a big break, so I mean, we'll live. We'll survive. Waffle House. Yeah. I was thinking about doing Checkers because it's not far. I mean, Checkers is not good. I mean, their fries are nice, but I don't know where else I could go that would still be open. You know, I'd need somewhere that's open to at least 10:30 because it's 9:26. Did you hear my Waffle House story this morning, Cyrus? I don't think you were there. Whiteboarder MVP with Mike Trout and Cody Bellinger. So we went Saturday, and the manager had been arrested for drunk driving, like on her way to work. And the other manager wasn't there, and nobody knew where he was, but he does that a lot. Like, he just, doesn't show or whatever. So that's nothing new, so they didn't think anything really of it. But his boss, like the manager, she got arrested for drunk driving on her way to work, so they were all talking about it. So the next night I go in, which is a couple nights later, Riley's there, which is the guy that didn't show, and I was like, man, you missed it. He was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, your manager got arrested for drunk driving and you missed it. He's like, I didn't miss it. I was like, no, you came in later? He was like, no. He said, I got arrested too. So they both were in county jail and seen each other in county jail. But then the funny thing was, he said that they had to go before a judge, like on a screen, like you go before a judge on a screen, he said. And he said there was this homeless woman of the night lady that was there that they had trespassed, who got arrested for refusing to leave the Waffle House. And she was there, and the manager that had trespassed her was the one that got arrested for drunk driving. So she was there, and they all had to go before the judge. And he said that the one lady went before the judge that got trespassed and started saying, she didn't do nothing. They just trespassed her for no reason. And then the manager was like, that's a lie. Because she was right there, right? She's sitting right next to her. And she was like, that's a lie. That's not what happened. And they got into like a fight right there at their hearing in front of the judge, the manager and the lady that she... All right, what do we got? What is this? Just image? I think this is the image. Yeah, Aaron Judge, image variation. Very cool. And Riley says he watched the whole thing from the other side. It was so funny. He was telling me, I was dying when he was telling me the story. It was a very good story. But he was back at work. He was back at work. He was like the manager had to stay a little longer. She couldn't get out right away because she got into a fight with the lady that got trespassed. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, what the heck? I was laughing so hard. It was so funny. Right? Yeah, that's somebody who said that. I think it was Mark Aram said that. He wanted to see if he could find it. I don't know if they do that, I don't know. But I mean, it's Florida, so you could probably request it. You could probably request the footage because they've got this sunshine law here. You know how people talk about the Florida man? You know, you hear, oh, Florida man, Florida man. Well, the reason that's a thing is because of the Sunshine Law. Like, every state has crazy people that do crazy things, but in Florida, there's a Sunshine Law, and so all the information is made public, where in other states it's still kept private. It's because we had some politicians that were really dirty in the 80s, and so they passed the Sunshine Law to stop politicians from being able to hide their dirty deeds. So, and that resulted in the Florida man. All right, my friends, we are at case 5. Case 5. And this one took us an hour and a half. Little under an hour and a half. Not that it wasn't the best case we've ever had. We only hit 2 autos. But let's go ahead and take a look. We did hit some nice stuff. So we've got 2019 MVP, white border, Will Smith, black border, AJ Puck. Aaron Judge, photo variation. We got another white border, 2009 MVP. Kim, Oviedo, Casey Schmidt, Hunter Brown. Salvi, black and white. Rojas, image variation. Contreras, black and white. 51 MVP, Cole Reagans, Lorenzen. Joey Wendell, black border. Ben Joyce, we got a nickname. The Ambassador, right? Isn't that what that is? The Ambassador. Jordan Montgomery, Johan Rojas. So we did hit 2 image variations of the same guy. I don't know what's going on. Rooker Benintendi, Luis Arise image variation. Vidal Brujan, Cattell Marte, Jake Berger. Nick Gonzalez, no signature. Candelario, Pasquatch, Tony Gonsalves. Tyler Soderstrom, photo variation. Brad Hand, Eloy Jimenez, Conforto, Cabert Ruiz, and CJ Abrams. I think that's a signature too, right? Yeah, missing signature. So, you know, there's some nice cards. Here are your chromes and chrome parallels. You got the base chrome to $9.99 of Owen White. You got a silver to $3.75 of Verdugo. Jonah Heim and Devers. These are your purple hotbox refractors. Soderstrom, Jordan Walker, Kyle Gibson, Matt McLean, Luis Ariz, Julio. Ronald Acuna, Volpe, Shane McClanahan, a silver of Austin Riley, Owen White, Emmett Sheehan, Nick Gonzalez, Felix Bautista, Jordan Adams, Brian Wu, Higgy, Gunnar Henderson, Yusei Kikuchi, Ozzy Albies, my man Ryan Mountcastle, Anthony Rizzo, Colton Cowser, Lindor, Brent Rooker, Max Scherzer, George Kirby, Colton Cowser silver to $3.75, and Volpe refractor to $5.75. So some nice chromes. Relics. We got 10 relics. Manny Machado, Bo Bichette, Corey Seager, Josh Bell, Julio, Teoscar, Tristan Cassis, Mike Trout, Polar Bear, and Kyle Tucker. There's some good names in there, but still. And then these are your original 75 box toppers. We've got 6 of them. Nothing, you know, nothing cool like what Jay Brooks did. But, and then 2 autos. Austin Wells and Justin Martinez. So, you know, that was the least amount of autos I've hit so far. It was disappointing. I did have a case with 4, and now I have had a case with 2. So, Bob Gibson, Tony Perez, Johnny Bench, Don Sutton, Corey Seager, and Eckersley. Those are your oversized box toppers. All right. Saved that video. Let me put these up here. Tampa. Yeah, Tampa. Yeah, he was cracking me up. He was telling me what happened. All right, my friends, one more case from me. But let me see if there's somewhere I can get food real quick, because I'm going to pass away here if I don't get something to eat. Is Jay Brooks still alive? Can you guys tell me? Yeah, everything's closing. They're like, McDonald's is open. Come on, man. Taco Bell. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, everything closes at 10. Unless you want fast food. I don't want fast food. I might as well just do this last case and go to Waffle House like you guys said. Okay. Let's do one more case. Let's do this last case. Let me go check on JB, see how he's doing. All right, last case coming up. Be right back. I gotta grab it. You talking shit? You lie like a dog. You lie like a dog. You know for lunch I got two pieces of cheesecake and a large Diet Coke. You know good and well I just did that. Now you're in here talking about people buying cheesecakes and Diet Coke and talking about, oh, I didn't mean you. Man, get out of here, man. You know I needed the sugar from all the work I was doing. Why are you saying this? Why are you telling these people these lies about me, bro? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm out. I'm out. I'm leaving. Hey, man. Okay. Look at this. I want to show you guys this photo. Yeah, Jay Brooks was talking bad about me. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Look at this, y'all. Hold on, I gotta move this off my screen. Look at that. That's sorting all. That's like two cases so far, case and a half that she's already doing. She's killing it. She's killing it, you guys. Like killing it. All right, I got you. 1 second, Mostan. I got to figure out how much it was. sold out of it. I'm trying to see how many boxes are in a case. Looks like 12. Okay, so it looks like everybody's at about 900 to 1,000. So this is my break even. I think you'll like it. And I can do two because I have two. So if you want another one, same price. Okay. All right, here we go. I just sent it, Moss Town. It'll probably take a minute. It'll be there. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt my leg. That hurt my leg. All right, here we go. Here we go. Case 7. No. I'm only supposed to do 6. Is this case 6 and I'm just crazy? It's got to be. This got to be case 6, right? Did I just change the case twice? I think that's what I did. I think I just changed the case twice. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, that's all. All right. I changed the case and then I changed the case again. All right, so case 6. Sorry, case 6. Chick-fil-A closed at 9. I mean, there is one you could get to that's still open till 10, but not now. It's not enough time. I already just had Chick-fil-A too. Jay Brooks telling people I ate cheesecake, but I didn't. I had Chick-fil-A. He's lying to people, trying to make me look fat. Don't listen to him. Telling stories on me. That's what all the yelling was about. He told people I was eating cheesecake and a Diet Coke. Is that cool? Is that good? Another Johnny Bench. I mean, it's nice, but it's not the name you wanted. Because you already have that one. At least twice. Yes, sir. Happy to. Did he? That's a good card, yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. I could probably do that tonight. I think. Probably do it tonight. Yeah, right? Although I hate selling oversized cards. It drives me up a wall. Personally. Ellie Dela Cruz. I hope it came out today. I think it did. I think today was release day. Let me look. Because if it's not, I'm not allowed to do it. We gotta wait. Let me look. It still says pre-order. Hold on one second. Release is 4/12. I can't open it till Friday. I'm not allowed to open it until Friday. So is that okay? I don't wanna get in trouble. And I would, you know? I would. I would get in trouble. I apologize. I didn't realize. I'm glad I looked, though. Tommy Henry Chrome and Duval White. Blowout says 4/12. Blowout says 4/12. But if other people are opening it, then I can. They just might be wrong. It's possible. It's possible that they're wrong. Although usually they're not. Sometimes when we have stuff direct from Topps, it comes early. And we're not supposed to, open it until release day, actual release day. Bo Bichette. Did he? He might be right, but Blowout still says 4/12. Let me see if it says. Yeah. Fanatics says 4/17. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? Fanatics says 4/17, and Blowout says 4/12. So I should probably at least wait until. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, he might not have known, or he might be right, and everybody, who knows? Or he might have called his rep and asked if it was okay, and they could have said yeah. I don't know. I just don't want to do a misstep, and have Fanatics mad at me. Like the Topps Twitter account's retweeting me today, which they haven't done in years. Cardboard collection says 4/26. So that's our third date. Yeah. Who knows? Honestly, probably Chris Justice was right, He probably asked, and they were like, yeah, go ahead. That happens, There's a good one. Nolan Chanel. That's a good one. Black border. Nice card. Usually Blowout's on top of it, but they show is sold out. So once it's sold out, they might not worry about it, because what's the difference? But I don't know. What do we got here? Image variation. Yep. Brian Wu, image variation. Somewhere there's an official calendar. I think Topps has an official calendar. I don't know where that is, though, because we could always check that. You notice the short prints aren't flipped in this case? Yeah. No, that makes sense. But they'll be all right because I said I'd run other breaks at the same time. Reese Hoskins. Adam Frazier, short print. One second. I asked her if I missed any of the cards with, like, because she just did that first case. And she said none of them had writing on them. I didn't miss any. So that was kind of nice. Ooh, look at this one. Ellie de la Cruz. I know that's somebody you needed. So, yeah, I got you one. Got you one. Got you probably the big one. Hello, Ellie. But I just wanted to make sure. See if because remember I said that first case I could have missed something, but I didn't. All right. Good to know. It was only like the first two boxes that I might have, but I didn't. Hey, that's awesome. Hell yes. That is great. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Hell yeah, Carlton Fisk, red ink auto. Man, the real one auto spot is killing it. I thought it'd be good, but it is killing it. I think that's Big Fan 5, but I don't think he kept it. So that's my fourth in 6 cases. Crazy. That is awesome. Pudge. Hey, you did. That's right. We didn't even think of Carlton Fisk. Whew. I can send you one. I think everybody in this break gets one anyway. So you'll probably just get one. Oh, wow. That's awesome, too. Look at that. Jason Dominguez Refractor. That's another good card. This is a good case. I feel so much better. I almost didn't open this one because the box was dented, but the inside boxes seemed fine. I figured they would be, but you know how it is. I almost skipped it, but I don't have an extra case, so I couldn't. I have an opened extra case, that I was just gonna use for like mystery boxes or breaks or something like that. So I do have that, but I was like, I might as well open it since it's the bonus case, just get it out. But it was fine. The inside boxes looked fine, so I wasn't worried anymore. But it's been a great case. I'm really glad I did. I mean, we've only opened 2 boxes, but I'm really happy with them. The Carlton Fisk? Yeah. There's just something about the red inks, I just love them. Jason Dominguez. Garrett Mitchell. Like, we've got that cool blue ink Johnny Bench, but it's just not as cool as the Reds. It's just not. And we've got a Ellie blue ink. But that real one spot has killed it, just killed this break. Yeah, she's doing a great job. Schwarber. Got Hunter Goodman, white border. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know either. I assumed it was tonight. I only double checked just because I'm afraid of making Fanatics mad. Especially once we kind of had a good phone call today, so I don't want to like burn that goodwill if I can avoid it. Wow, that is metal. Look at that. That came out of the that came out of a pack. That's metal out of a pack. How'd my card get scratched? That hurt. That hurt. Remember that time I was opening Bowman Draft? We were opening Bowman Draft and a bolt came out of the pack, like an actual bolt. Dunk. Hit the table. Dunk. Like a screw. We had a screw come out of the pack. It was crazy. Tom Hutton. Tom Hutton for the Phillies. All right, this is our hot box. Henry Davis. Got Carlos Correa. So in the hot box, the short prints are flipped. Giancarlo. Carlos Correa. Lamont Wade. I'm all confused. Jesus Luzardo. Somewhere in my brain there was an insert in that pack. Austin Riley. Juan Soto. Zach Gallen. Byron Buxton. Jordan Lawler rookie. Shohei. Christian Encarnacion Strand. Logan Webb. Yasmani Grandal. Brandon Nimmo. Tommy Henry. So Cole Reagans now has a black border with the white border. Manny Machado. He's getting work done. Jonah Heim. Reed Detmers. Jose Tena. Jason Dominguez, go with his refractor. Pretty good Jason Dominguez chrome case so far. Mauricio Dubon, Tyler Soderstrom. Fernando Tatis, Jordan Walker, I don't know why he did that. Like why shame me? I don't know. Ask him why he shamed me. He fat shamed me. He Cheesecake Factory fat shamed me. I'll buy 2 pieces of cheesecake and a large Diet Coke. After I literally did that today, but it was because I needed the sugar because I've been working all morning. He wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? Like he don't get that. I did tell them that. I did. I also told them about extra crispy fries. I did. Jimer Candelario. JT Real Muto. Shohei Otani. But this man just told his whole chat that I buy 2 pieces of cheesecake and a large Diet Coke. And I only knew because I was walking by and I heard him telling it. It was so mean. Like, why you gotta be mean, bro? And then he was like, oh, I didn't mean you. Come on, man. We just went to lunch. I know what's up. Don't you worry. I'll get him back. I'll get him back. Let me put these away here. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Good? Okay. How was school? Come here. Did you hear what Jay Brooks was doing? He was making fun of me saying that I buy 2 pieces of cheesecake and a large Diet Coke. Can you believe that? Why does he gotta be mean, huh? Go tell him about himself. Go tell him. Go tell him why you gotta be so rude. You're hangry? Well, I gotta finish this case, my love. And then we can get some food, okay? Right? He's not honest like me. You should tell him. You should tell his whole chat. Bruh. Good job. 11-2. That's fantastic. All right, my friends, box 4. Box 4. Ken McMullen. Got a relic. Julio Rodriguez relic. Ty France short print. Jacob Lopez, rookie for the Rays. Garrett Cole. Adolis Garcia, short print. Devers. Julio. Julio to 75. Black refractor. That's a great card. Great card. Julio Black. Bob Gibson. Box topper. Julian short print. Edward Julian. Nick Castellanos. Jamison Tyen. Jason Dominguez rookie. Cool card. You guys just completely stopped chatting. Like the chat just went completely dead. Royals talk about being the Astros. That was it. Ain't nobody said one word since then. J.P. Crawford short print. Christian Encarnacion Strand. Giancarlo. Jose Ramirez. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, exactly, because I know he also hit a Sal Frelick earlier. Moston, if you wanted me to, I could open that case and just schedule the video to launch at 6 a.m. on Friday. And then I could send you the cards and ship it, probably tomorrow. If we, as long as I didn't do it publicly until Friday. If you wanted. Just record the whole thing. Salvador Perez, white border. Got a relic. Mike Trout. Mike Trout relic. That's true. I mean, I don't think they'd care as long as it wasn't public, but it's a good point. Why risk it? Why risk it if you don't have to? It makes sense. Not tomorrow morning. I'm going to sleep in because I've been here since before 6 a.m. You know, I'm just tired. So I won't start it like I did today at 6 a.m. I'm just gonna sleep in and then I'm gonna get up and come in. I don't know exactly what time. Yeah, the real one auto spot has like all the 75 guys who don't have cards. And then I think there's like Jason Dominguez is part of, not Jason Dominguez. Vladito. Vladito doesn't have a base card, so his auto is part of it, you know, just because there's nowhere else to put it. But mostly it's the 75 guys, you know, George Brett, Carlton Fisk, that kind of thing. Johnny Bench. So I knew it was a good spot. I just didn't know how well it would do, and it's done really well. Pete Crow Armstrong, you know, not even the red inks, which is great. They got a red ink Eckersley, a red ink Carlton Fisk, a red ink Bert Blyleven. You know, those are amazing. But they also got the Johnny Bench, the other Carlton Fisk. You know, they got quite a few spots. And if we had hit a dual or a triple, it would go to that spot. They're unicorns, obviously. I mean, we'll probably hit one in the 100. Maybe two. But in the 11, it was unlikely that that spot would hit. But if it did hit and we got a dual, that's where it went. A dual or a triple auto. It went there. So it was a good spot to take a risk at. I mean, you probably were confident you'd get some autos. Maybe not pay for your spot, but, you know, get some autos and then have a shot at something crazy. And they just killed it, you know. Just really worked out for them. I mean, all these red inks could have been somebody else, you know. It just happened that we hit a bunch of 75 guys. So it was pretty cool. What's up, gambler? Zachary Nito. Ellie De La Cruz. Kyle Schwarber. They didn't keep it. I'm pretty sure it's Big Fan 5. I think Greg has that spot. But I don't think he kept it. I think he relinquished it. So I think it went to two different people in the 100. I think. So... because if I remember correctly, it was still available. after claims had started. Shohei. Matthew Liberatore. Zach Gallen. Short print. I mean, I can't think of any. I can't think of a big Dodger on that list that would have got him to buy it, I mean, the main guys are George Brett and that kind of thing, so there's not really a main Dodger on there. Unless there's somebody I'm just not thinking of, which is possible. We've hit some nice stuff. Insane spots, we hit one flip, which is always cool. And then we hit one throwback, which is, 1 in 30 cases. So that's pretty cool. And then we got a bunch of red ink autos, which I personally love. But the coolest thing, Jay Brooks hit a George Brett. You know how they, on each box, you get a box topper and sometimes they're this card? He hit the George Brett rookie with the 50th anniversary stamp on it. It's insane. It was an insane hit. That's probably the craziest thing we've hit, to be honest with you, was that. That was nuts. Davis Schneider rookie. The most expensive hit, maybe the Ellie auto. That might be the most expensive. Hey, you brought me luck. You got me the Ellie image variation. But the Ellie auto and that George Brett are the two biggest cards, I'm pretty sure. The Ellie's only a blue ink, but still, it's pretty big. Yeah, it was insane. Actually, insane pull. And the funny thing was, Jay Brooks didn't know what it was. He didn't know it was a good hit. I mean, George Brett's nothing to him. He doesn't know who George Brett is. You know what I mean? So he was like, what? And chat's blowing up, and he's like, what? That's our third Austin Wells, which is sad. We've hit 3 of 2 different guys now. Not that Austin Wells is a bad name. It's just, I've hit him in 3 cases. It's better than the other guy we hit 3 of. At least Austin Wells is a good name. Devers, but that's our second auto. We still have 6 boxes to go, half a case, and then we're done. Jay Brooks should be opening case 11 as we speak, I think. Unless he went to get something to eat. Yeah, no. Well, he was born in 89, but yeah, same difference. I wasn't insulting him. I'm just saying, he just didn't know. So that made it funnier. There's a lot of... I pulled a guy the other day. It was a 50s card of a Cardinal. I still don't remember his name. And he was like a 2-time All-Star. I mean, he had a great career. Never heard of him, So, I mean, it's not just him. It just happened to be him in that situation. I'd know any Hall of Famer, but I wouldn't know every football Hall of Famer or basketball Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So, it wasn't a dig or anything. The throwback card is just an older jersey. That's all it is. But they're really rare. 1 in 30 cases. for the throwback. It's the rarest variation you can get. Yeah, the Yount would be pretty awesome. Fred Lynn would be cool too, you know, or any of the big names like Hank Aaron or Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose, Reggie Jackson, all those guys. That'd be pretty crazy. DJ LeMahieu. Your case was pretty cool though, Phil. That was a pretty awesome case. No. I want to say 20 of them. It used to be 15. And they used to not announce it, so you used to have to wait until people found them. But they were on the checklist, so it was a lot easier this year. But I think it was more than 15. I think it was 20, maybe even 25. AJ Smith Shawver, rookie auto. That is the first one of his I've hit. So that's 3 autos, including a red ink. So pretty happy with it. I'd love to get another auto though. That would make me even happier. Most of my cases have had 3 autos. I had 1 case with 4 and 1 case with 2. But other than that, it's just been, 3 autos down the line. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Why's he got to fat shame me like that? That's so rude. Charlie Blackman. Jose Tena. Apache Helicopter. That's pretty cool, actually. Santander. Who was the first guy ever drafted? I feel like I've heard it before, but I don't know who it is. He blamed his chat. Oh, that's just typical. Typical. Now it's his chat's fault. That's sad. Shohei. Minea short print. Jason Dominguez. Rick Monday, yeah. Dodgers. I don't know if he was drafted for the Dodgers, but when I picture him as a Dodger. Hi, what's up?
Sorry to bother you. I need some more boxes.
I
think it's like 7 more.
They're against that wall.
This one?
Yeah, when you go out, that wall right there. You'll see them.
All right.
J.P. Crawford. George Kirby, short print. Jordan Lawler rookie. We got, this one's good. We got Catfish Hunter, Jim Catfish Hunter, and Buzz Capra. That's pretty cool. ERA leaders, 1974. I feel like I've achieved something with this one. Catfish Hunter. I'll take it. Got a relic. Corey Seager. Shohei. Mookie Betts. Brandon Drury, short print. Emerson Hancock. Stuart Fairchild, short print. Gabriel Moreno and Colin Selby rookie, white border. I think that's like my third Colin Selby rookie white border. I swear it is. It's insane. What the Fred Lynn just drives me crazy. You're like, why do that? Why make the card look like that? That's terrible. I got a bruise. I got a bruise. The pack keeps rubbing in the same spot. But I'm done after this case. I'll have done 6 Heritage today. Started at 6 a.m. I had a meeting though, but yeah, it got started at 6 a.m. and finished after 11. A long day. It was a long day. That's all right. And then we start the 100 caser tomorrow. I'm going to sleep in get up when I get up, and then just, come in. We're going to try to do 6 cases a day. Should be fine. If we can get 7 or 8, that's wonderful, but we're going for 6. 6 a day. So it'll take us, 17 days to finish? And, no, more than 17. How many days will it take us to finish? No, 17's right. I don't know. I don't know how many days. I don't know how many days. 16 maybe. Maybe it's 16. Yeah, 16 sounds right. Anyway, 16, 17 days to finish. We'll probably take a couple days off between the 250s. And at some point, I'll have to ship this break. Once it's done, I'll ship this break. So I might slow down a bit while I do that. I'll still break, but I might take a couple days where I don't do as many cases so that I can ship the 11 as fast as possible. Ellie de la Cruz. And then, that's it. Probably won't ship the first 50 until we are done. What is that? I know what that is. You guys know what that is? I know what that is. That's a hidden gem. Yep. Hidden gem. That's great. That is great. All right. All right, my friends, we just opened this pack, and as you can see, there's a little bit of something in there. So let's go ahead and find out what we pulled. Pretty awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at that DJ LeMahieu. That's a black and white. And Bo Bichette, Hidden Gems. Look at that. That's awesome. Now, these aren't numbered, but they are incredibly rare. Not on the odd sheet, so you don't even know how rare, but crazy rare. For instance, they had Hidden Gems in Series 1, and we opened 119 cases of Series 1. Never hit a Hidden Gem. Never. So we also opened 120 some cases of Bowman Draft. There were Hidden Gems in that. We never hit one. So they are more than 1 in 100 cases easily. And this is the first one I've hit in a while. I've hit them in products before. It's just been a minute. Crazy rare. So yeah. Congrats to the ultra rare spot. I'm pretty sure this is your only hit so far. Yeah, that's fantastic. That might be the only one we get in all, 111 cases. So very cool. Anyway, Hidden Gems. Super rare. Thanks for watching. All right. Had to do a little video right there, Yeah, they're crazy. That's a crazy, insane rare spot. Like, that's probably as rare as the cuts. It's up there. It's up there with the cuts. So, like, for instance, we hit a cut in Series 1, but we didn't hit one of those. So, they might be rarer than cuts. I don't know. But there's a spot for that. It's the ultra rare spot. But glad to get them a hit. I don't know who has that spot, but congrats. All right, 4 boxes left. Let me get a photo of the Hidden Gems so I can post it up. Very cool card. It was weird hitting her, such a chromy card in there. Big Fan 5. Well, congrats to him. That's the kind of spot he likes, so it makes sense. He's finishing up a new movie. I can probably tell you what movie it is, but he didn't actually say, so I'm not gonna. But yeah, that's what he's doing right now. He's finishing up a new movie. It's definitely a movie you've heard of. That's much I'll tell you. You have absolutely heard of this movie. So, really excited. It's probably not a secret because usually he just won't tell me, you know, if it is. He'll be like, yeah, I can't really say anything, but... So the fact he told me probably means it's okay. But I'm still not going to say. Just in case. You know, just in case. I don't want anybody going to him and be like, yeah, I heard you were doing such and such. And oh, man. No, it doesn't go to a hit list spot. It has a spot. Yeah, there's a spot for it. It's specifically on a line item. Cole Calhoun, short print. Eighth straight 200 strikeout season for Nolan Ryan. Oh, actually, that's Tom Seaver, isn't it? Yeah. It's Tom Seaver. Bryce Terang. But, I mean, technically it's going to a hitless spot because I'm pretty sure he didn't have a hit till now. Kerry Carpenter. Brandon Nimmo. Relic. Tom Cosgrove, short print. Jason Dominguez, rookie. Buybacks and cuts. You're welcome. I've hit some chromes for that spot too. The Nimmo spot. I know I've hit purples. I don't know if I've hit others, but I know I've hit purples. Actually, John Gray. Topps Chrome Black. I got 5 cases of Topps Chrome Black. Tommy Henry. Carlos Correa. I think that's a color swap. Yeah. Color swap of Correa. I had already hit him one, but it was dinged, so this one isn't dinged, so I'm glad to hit another one. Yeah, I got 5 cases. I can actually ask for more, but I didn't. Nick Allen. I like it. I think it's a cool product, but, you know, not everybody agrees, so. I like it for drinking breaks. This is a fun product to put in a drinking break. Topps Chrome Black. Yuri Perez. Josiah Gray, short print. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be expensive because there's probably a smaller checklist. I was going to do my 5-caser as one break and just do it as random player. But I don't know. I haven't run the numbers. I haven't seen the checklist, so. I don't know. I've got time though. They haven't shipped them yet, so I don't think they're coming out anytime soon. Like I know it's soonish. I don't know when. Exactly. When I get a shipping notification, that's usually when I get worried. Oh, I better figure this out. Gabriel Arias, short print. A week from today. Yeah. They might have shipped it today then. Von Grissom. Martin Maldonado, short print. Encarnacion Strand. Bo Bichette. All right, 3 boxes left. Come on. You got to be so careful putting them in here so that you don't tap a corner, you know. But the bottom of the Heritage they're burry, you know what I mean? So it grabs the side of the sleeve and makes it hard to get in. Drives me up a wall. All right. Carl Yastrzemski. That's the first time I've hit that one. I don't know if you need it. Jay Brooks might have hit it, but Carl Yastrzemski. A fake card. Wow. Why would you do that? That's terrible. So rude. Yeah. Zach Geloff. People always ask me, you know, why I don't break on eBay, and that's why. There's just so many shysters on there. It's so hard to weed them out, you know. I don't like dealing with them. Mitch Garver, short print. Carl Goat. That does sound like a fake card. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to side with that guy. I'm siding with that guy. Guidry, MLB debut. Ronald Acuna, short print. Alejandro Kirk. Corbin Burns. Garrett Cole. TJ Friedel. Relic. Connor Joe, short print. Yasmani Grandal, white border. Got a silver. Logan Webb, silver refractor. So they took off the negative and everything? That's good. Or the guy never got to leave one. That's even better. Nice. Yeah, it's always nice. Paul Goldschmidt. That's a cool card. Chris Bryant, black and white. Carlton Fisk. Flashback. All right, just 2 boxes left. 2 boxes left. Been a good case. You know, got a nice red ink auto, got a nice hidden gem. Bob Montgomery. Yeah, we won't do this many cases every day. That looks like that's gold. Nah, it's just going to be a refractor on yellow, huh? It did look gold for a second, though. Corbin Carroll. Nice card. Corbin Carroll refractor. Yeah. It fooled me. I thought it was gold for a second. I thought it was going to be to 5. Bobby Witt. I can't do too many 18-hour days. You know what I mean? Like, not without getting sick and then falling apart. So, day 1, I can do 18 hours. Day 2, no. I'm lucky at my old age, after day 1 of 18 hours, I don't have to take a week off. I gotta slow my roll tomorrow. I do want to be done with the first half by next Friday because I want to do a drinking break and then I want to take Saturday and Sunday off. It's this week, Tuesday actually. I think it's Tuesday. This coming Tuesday is the anniversary of so it's a bad time. It's good that this is going on though because it keeps my mind on other things, you know. But it's a bad time. So I need a drinking break this weekend. So I want to do one and then, you know, whatever. Take Saturday and Sunday off after the drinking break, and then come back Monday and start the second half. I mean, it sounds like perfect timing, you know. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. We'll see how it works out. But that's my goal. Is to finish the first half by Friday. Do a drinking break. And then take off Saturday and Sunday and then be back Monday for the second half. Bryson Stott. Jacob Young. Prelander Baroa. Nick Lofton. Thank you. Matt McLean. Just make sure. What do we got here? Henry Davis looks like an image variation. Oh no, it's a signature. No signature for the Henry Davis rookie. Nice card for that spot. Congrats. Nice. That's cool. Ryan McMahon. Yeah, that's cool too. All right, here we go. Wayne Twitchell. All right, my friends. The last box, the last 22 packs remaining. Zach Gallen, this spot killed it with that throwback. No, we already hit the hot box. I don't know where it was. I don't know which one it was, but the hot box has already been hit, see? Jonathan India. Short print. Yeah. Me too. I thought the same thing. I was like, where's the hot box? I looked over and I had a stack of purple refractors. I was like, oh, never mind. J.P. Crawford, black border. So I don't know when it happened. Probably early, you know, first couple boxes or something like that. That's probably what happened. I mean, the cases take a good minute, you know what I mean? So I've been live this time 3.5 hours. So I don't even know what's going on. We've got an image variation of Sal Frelick. That's a great card. Another nice card. Another nice hit. Go with the red ink auto that Jay Brooks hit. I'd say that spot did pretty well. Yeah, we must have none of us been paying attention. But the boxes run together, you know, it's a long break. Noelvi. I thought that a couple times. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the hot box, right? Because it was upside down. And no, it wasn't. Those boxes were just regular boxes. And then the hot box was like the next box. It was weird. But in years past, that's been the case, you know, where if you open your case and flip out the boxes, there'll be one box that'll look weird, you know, because they seed those by hand, right? So I'm like, yeah, that's the one, and then it wasn't. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. You know, I guess that's not it. Look at the damage on this card. Look at this Jameson tie-in. This definitely got caught in the sorting machine. You guys see that? Look at that. It's just toast right there. See? But yeah, that, like, if it had been a different year for me, it would have been true. But so far this year, it hasn't worked out that way. I feel like they pulled a box out or pulled two boxes out, right, in order to slide that box in. And then I think they just put the box that they had pulled out in upside down and not the hot box. Probably trying to be funny, probably knowing that's what I was going to look for. But all you got to do, like, if you want to know which one's your hot box, it's heavier. You know what I mean? Like, if you just pick up all 12 boxes, you can tell just by the weight which one's the hot box. So it's crazy because it's got, you know, 24 refractors in it. So it's actually heavier. got Andres Jimenez and Cole Calhoun. Short print. They probably have them. You know, they probably have hot cases in this, where like every box has a red ink auto or something ridiculous like that. I'm sure they exist. Knowing how Fanatics has been operating the last little while, like a case with a red ink auto in every box probably exists. You know, there's probably a couple of them, but. Yeah, that's great. Phil, I had to let my membership expire. It was like, you don't use this membership. Do you want to keep it? And I was like, which membership? And then I seen it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to not use it, you know? But then I was like, well, if he ever goes back, you know, I'll renew it. But I'm very sad I let my membership expire. I felt like a bad friend. That's funny. All right, there we go. That's funny. There you go. Not even my kids know it. My kids don't even know my intro music. When my wife seen it one time, she was like, "You've got intro music?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." Like it's the most common thing in the world, you know. Yeah, of course I do. What do you mean? Doesn't everybody? Excuse me. Yeah, good times. All right, last pack. Last pack. Hey, it's good too. Look at that little. Oh, it's Correa. Never mind. Never mind. It's just Correa. Whatever. Whatever to that guy. All right, that's it, my friends. Let's go ahead and do the recap. This is the case 6 recap, and Jay Brooks he's either on number 11 or he's done with number 11. All right, my friends, it was a good case. This is case 11. This is case 6. Jay Brooks should be breaking 11 or have just finished it in the other room. I did 1 through 6, and then he did the last 5 cases. Long day. Yeah, long day. I started at 6 a.m., and it is now 11:30 at night. Long day. Now, I didn't break nonstop. I had meetings and stuff like that. But Adley, Zach Gallen, J.P. Crawford, Sal Frelick, image variation, Prelander Baroa, Henry Davis, no signature, Ryan McMahon, Chris Bryant, black and white, Zach Geloff, Yasmani Grandal, John Gray. Carlos Correa is a cheater, and that is a color swap, right? That is what that says, right? Yeah, I think so. But here's his chrome, and it's the same color, so I don't know. I think it says color swap. Well, whatever. Nick Allen, black, Bryce Strang. This is super rare. This is the hidden gem. Incredibly, insanely rare card. Colin Selby, Kyle Freeland, DJ LeMahieu, black and white. Charlie Blackman, DJ LeMahieu. Matthew Liberatore, Davis Schneider. Ellie De La Cruz, image variation, fantastic hit. Jamison Tyen, Salvi, Jacob Lopez, Freddie Peralta, Lamont Wade, Cole Reagan's black border, Sparky Anderson, 3 black and whites in one case. That's a lot. JT Realmuto, Hunter Goodman, Garrett Mitchell, Camilo Duvall. I hit a lot of his white border. Nolan Chanel, nice card, and then Brian Wu, and I think that's the image. Yep, image variation, and then Reese Hoskins. So, yeah, it was good. Especially this and the Ellie. You know, those are big cards. Here are your chromes. We've got a chrome of Correa to $9.99, a refractor of Corbin Carroll to $5.75, and then a silver of Logan Webb to $3.75. Chrome of Tena and Barrios. A black of Julio Rodriguez to 75. Julio. Henry Davis, purple. Correa again. Ugh. Why? Ugh. Giancarlo. Carlos. Ugh. Jesus Luzardo. Austin Riley. Juan Soto. Byron Buxton. Jordan Lawler. Christian Encarnacion Strand. Logan Webb. Brandon Nimmo. Tommy Henry. Manny Machado. Reed Detmers. Jose Tena. Jason Dominguez. That's a nice card. Tyler Soderstrom. Jordan Walker. Gavin Williams. Marco Luciano. Heimer Candelario. Shohei Ohtani. Joey Votto. CJ Abrams. Jason Dominguez Refractor. And Tommy Henry Chrome. So it was nice. It's nice. Some nice cards for sure. In there. Relics. We've got 9 relics. We have Vidal Brujan, Polar Bear, TJ Friedel, Brandon Nimmo, Corey Seager, Mike Trout, Julio Rodriguez, Zach Gallen, and Bo Bichette. So that's, pretty nice. These are our box toppers. These are the original 75s. You got Catfish Hunter. It's pretty cool. And that's, whatever. Then these are the oversized box toppers. We have Johnny Bench, Ellie De La Cruz, Bob Gibson, PCA, Sal Frelick, and Carl Yastrzemski. And then 3 autos. We've got AJ Smith Shaver, Austin Wells. That's my 3rd Austin Wells in 6 cases, which is unfortunate. And Red Ink, Carlton Fisk, 58 of 75. Super cool. That is awesome. Just absolutely awesome. So yeah, Red Ink auto. And a hidden gem. It's great. My friends, I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I heard about that too. Actually, he messaged me on Twitter and told me about it. That's insane. But I'll be back tomorrow to start the 100 Caser. Thank you so much for watching the break and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, and I'll see you later. All right. Good night. Thank you.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for notifications. If you enjoyed what you watched, smash the like button. And if you're looking for a great group break, remember.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
been breaking for 10 years straight.
That's my
Who
crap.
knows what he'll pull today? Cheap fun breaks is the big league way.
This has been a production of CFB TV.